It is another rainy Saturday, and Peter and I are playing some cards, and I thought, you know what? We should just vlog today. I think that you just never know what's going to happen here today. And anyway, we're playing this card game, and I thought, I want to show you guys this card game. I don't know if you have ever heard of the card game Trash, but let me show you. This is a super easy game for young kids to play. I mean, even way younger than Peter. As long as they know their numbers 1 to 10, this is a great game for them to play. So Peter is going to deal out. What are you doing? Typically you deal every other one. That's okay. Just keep going. So you start with 10 cards.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now, you would normally start with 10 cards for each person, but the person who wins each round goes down 1 card.
And so you want the last person that gets you go all the way down to 1 card, and if you get that 1 card, you're the full winner.
The full winner. So you can set a time limit on this game. Sometimes we'll just play and then, you know, all of a sudden Mom will say, okay, this is the last round. Or you can play all the way down to, you know, the last card. So here's what's going to happen. Okay, I get to go first. Let's put that card there, right? Okay, so a 6. So I come over into the 6th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that would be the 10 card, but I won 1 round. And I replace the 6. I flip up what I have. Oh, I had a 6. That's bad. So then Peter decides if he needs that card, and you basically just keep on doing that. If somebody gets a king, that's actually a wild card. So Peter got a 9.
Okay.
Oh, there, you got a king. So now he can choose whatever spot he wants. And what did you lift up?
10.
A 10. And he didn't need a 10, so he discards that. I don't need a 10. So then I go. And I got, that's a 9. So we'll put that there, flip up my card. And I also got a king in the 9 spot. So I like to go to the ace. But look at that, I flipped it up. So I can't remember, Peter. Do I get to...
You could put that down.
I could put it back down for that and still use the king, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll go this direction. And I got a 3, so I can put that there. And I got an 8. Oh boy, Peter. I got an ace, but I don't need it. So we put it there. And he didn't need a 2, but now since I have a king here and the 2 popped up, I can take this 2,
put it right on,
put it in the 2 spot, and I can use this king as another wild card. 7, and I need a 7. 4, and I have a king in that spot. Look at this, Peter. Oh boy.
Put that down there so I can use that.
You know, I could have kept the 5 here since I got that, but all right, so once one person gets all their cards flipped up, the other person gets 1 more try. Peter took the 5, so he didn't win this round, so he stays at 9 cards the next round, and I go down to 8 cards. I thought I would make just a little bit of ramen soup here for lunch. Warren is out mowing in the rain, the cranberry bed ditch edges, and so trying to get ready here for harvest that starts up in just a couple days again. So I thought, let's do some ramen soup. That'll just be nice and hot today. But how I doctor up ramen soup is I make little dumplings to throw in there. So I just crack 2 eggs here in the bowl. I'm sure I've shown this to you guys before. I'm going to add in some flour. Whoops, I made kind of a mess. That was maybe 2/3 of a cup or 3/4 cup, something like that. I just kind of add, and now I'm just going to stir this all up to get it to the consistency that I want and drop it in. So I was just a little overzealous with the flour, so I'm going to add just about a teaspoon or so of water and then give it another stir. There we go, that's going to be just right. Okay, and that's it. That's how I make dumplings. I'll just take little bits like this and I'm just going to put them into the boiling water, and then when you stir it, as soon as they float, that means they're done. And then I just throw in the noodles and the seasoning, and voila, lunch is done. This is what it looks like when I'm boiling up the, what are these called? Dumplings. So as soon as I give that a stir, those are going to come up and float, and then they'll be done.
I want to keep these.
You want to keep those? Yeah, those are nice jeans. So I brought up a bin of the next bigger size pants for Peter, so he's just working through, trying stuff on, trying to see what fits. Wow, you are wild. Warren just came in. I just ordered him this shirt. It's actually a welding shirt, so I don't know what brand it is or anything, but anyway, it's supposed to be one of those certified welding shirts to keep the whatever sparks, to keep the sparks, and do they call it schlag? Schlag? No, that's something different.
Slag.
Slag. Okay, so he just tried it on. He's been outside in the rain, like I said, mowing, but he's gonna have a little pre-lunch.
And some coffee.
A little pre-lunch, dessert, and coffee. Warren and I just had to run into town because that's his marsh truck, and he was having a bunch of work done on the front end. So anyway, here we are, just picking up the truck. Okay, so here it is already, almost 3 o'clock, and I'm not proud of it, but I was, okay, I'll back up. So I was folding laundry out, obviously, where I fold laundry, and I was listening or watching a video, one of the video influencers videos. They were talking about going live and, you know, just kind of like best practices for that and whatnot. And that led me to do a little bit of investigation on my Instagram. Well, I just kind of went down one of those Instagram rabbit holes where you're just kind of like click, 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 click. Anyway, I think I just totally wasted 20 minutes, which is really a bummer because I had things that I wanted to get done today. But anyway, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. We're just gonna move on. So I did bring up a bag of, this is already cooked hamburger, and I'm thinking it's probably, I don't know, somewhere around 1.5 pounds or something like that. And I did see a recipe. I'm not sure if you guys watch Moss Family TV. I feel like I watched one of her videos a long, long time ago, and then just recently I came across her for something. Maybe I was looking up a recipe, but anyway, she does a lot of really, really good cooking recipes, and she has a recipe for something called $1 Million Spaghetti. And actually, when I clicked on it, it wasn't even like her own recipe. She got it from someplace else. So that just sounded so good for tonight's supper. Like I said, Warren is out mowing. It's still drizzly. It's not raining hard right now, but it's still drizzly. I know that he's really going to enjoy it. The kids are having a little bit of a disagreement over some horses, if you hear background noise. So I have all of the ingredients for it, except I do not have mozzarella cheese. I have a bag of this Colby Jack, and then I also have like block cheese. I have some sharp cheddar that I could shred up. So I'm hoping that I can make this work, and it's not going to be exactly, but it should be pretty darn close. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. little bit quiet today, it's because both my teenagers are gone. Actually, Amber went to a concert with a friend in kind of a faraway city, and Sam is funny. He's actually in that same kind of faraway city with a church group going on some sort of retreat type event today with one of his friends. So the house has been pretty quiet. Warren's been out working. It's raining. The kids have been just sort of just doing a whole lot of play and everything. Peter's been begging me to make a pumpkin pie, but as you guys, I don't know how these videos will come out, but I did just make a lot of desserts over the last couple of days. Joe's been hanging out down in the basement. We have a real mini pool table down there, and so he likes to go down there and play and probably dig around. What?
George.
What about George?
Joey.
Oh, yeah. So a few weeks back.
Ready.
What?
Ready.
Yes. So a few weeks back, we went to a one-room schoolhouse field trip. It was pretty much an entire day. Yeah, like 9:30 to 2. And then they took on the, what do you call it? They took on, like, and played a role as one of the kids from kind of like that time. And so Joseph was, who were you again? Elmer.
Yeah.
You were Elmer, and your friend was George. And
Yeah.
who were you, Peter?
Joey.
Albert.
Peter was Albert, and Maria, who were you? Irma, right. So everybody took on an old-time child, kind of their life story.
Carsten. Spooky, and then show.
Right, and then this week he went with Karsten, one of his friends. He went with him to Spookly. That was a play that was put on. It was about kind of a anti-bullying message. So anyway, is that what Spookly did? Was Spookly spooky?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we just put in 1 cup of the marinara sauce, right in with the meat and the onion and the garlic.
Is this the $100 spaghetti?
It's actually called $1 million spaghetti. Okay, let's not splash, okay? So I did add in a ½ teaspoon of kosher salt and a ½ teaspoon of ground pepper. And the recipe does call, excuse me, hon, the recipe calls for just optional parsley to be used as a garnish. Just wait, we're gonna pull out this little light piece. I don't really like that, looks more like a stem. And so, rather than use it as a garnish, we're just gonna cook it right in. That's okay, that one was really tiny. So rather than put the parsley on top, I figured may as well just mix it in, because I know what'll happen. Once we get it in the pan, we'll forget to put the parsley on top. And now I just put in 1 pound of spaghetti, and I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes less than what the box says to cook the spaghetti, because we don't want it to get too mushy. Alright, so over here I have 1 brick of cream cheese, and then the recipe calls for 3 cups of mozzarella. This is where I told you I'm going to have to change it up a little bit because I have Colby Jack. And did I tell you, I think I just realized, did I even tell you that I'm making $1 million spaghetti? That's what we're doing here tonight. I'm going to put this right in here. Okay, and that's what it looks like. And now for the marinara sauce here. Sorry, I have really a mess here. This recipe is using a lot of utensils, it seems like, and I'm making a mess. But I just have 2 jars here of marinara sauce. You saw 1 cup go into the meat mixture. And the rest of those 2 jars went right into here. I'm gonna mix in the spaghetti. Mixer right there. Okay, so here's going to be my setup. I have a 9x13 pan. I have the meat sauce over there. I have the pasta and sauce over here, and I'm going to bring over, Peter, you want to bring over the whatever that is, cream cheese and cheese mixture. So I'm just gonna pop this $1 million spaghetti. Ooh, that is a heavy $1 million spaghetti. I'm gonna pop that into the oven for 30 minutes, and then we are gonna take some time to do a little bit of reading. We herded the little kids under the carport on the back of my Aunt Ruthie's house. Pete and the kids huddled together in their soaking wet clothes like a group of soaked scarecrows. I pulled the neck of my sweater over my head and dashed past Mom's clothesline, past the chicken car, and up the slick sidewalk. Buddy and I pattered through puddles and ducked under the wooden carport while rain swirled around us. Okay, so this $1 million spaghetti, what is the matter? Oh, we're out of milk?
Yeah.
Go out to the garage and get another one. This was in for 30 minutes, covered with foil, and then I had it in for another 12 minutes, uncovered. And we're just going to have some bag salad, and then this is just from the freezer garlic bread. So that's going to be supper here tonight. I will have a link to the recipe I used. I think it's from Dinner Then Dessert or something like that is the website where I got the actual recipe. But the inspiration for the recipe did come from Moss Family TV.
Hey.
What? Leave you alone? Are we? Oh, we do have milk. Okay.
Guys. Sorry, guys. Oops. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this is what it is.
Kids are so silly. They love hopping on the scale and weighing themselves. Me, not so much. We Warren cleaned up supper pretty much, and we're gonna head out to the hot tub because it's drizzling, I think. Just a little drizzle. We thought it would be perfect.
180. Dad.
You want that across the internet?
I don't care.
Dad.
And so, anyways, we're gonna head out to the hot tub and try to enjoy that a little bit because it's cold tonight and we just want to be nice and warm. So, if you, again, like I said, if you want the recipe for the $1 million spaghetti, which I really, really liked. Peter seemed to like it pretty good. Warren liked it pretty good. They just weren't real big on the cream cheese filling.
Suit.
Get your suit on. They weren't huge on that cream cheese filling. I think if I was able to maybe soften it more so it wasn't in little dollops, maybe they would like that a little bit better. But anyway, but I thought it was delicious. Oh my gosh. I hope that you guys enjoyed just another peek into our day, and I hope that this, sometimes when I'm filming, you know, I wonder like what is this doing? Is it simply entertainment, or am I doing this for encouragement? You want me to step on the scale? Okay, I will in just a second when the camera's off. You know, I just hope that you guys find this to be somewhat entertaining, or that you find some encouragement, or whatever it might be. Oh, thank you. I just hope that maybe you guys find this encouraging, or you can't find your suit?
Yeah.
It's on your laundry pile. I just washed one.
Oh.
Go out, look on the laundry pile.
I can't.
You can do it.
I get it.
No, I can't get it. Yes, you can. You know where your laundry pile is. So, like I was saying, if it's entertainment or if it's just like encouragement that I'm here with you doing the motherhood thing and just kind of trying to make it all work. Whatever it is, I just hope that you guys are, you know, still enjoying these videos. They want me to get on the scale. So we're going to just say goodbye here, and you guys have a fantastic night. Bye.